This is huge news. Microsoft has reaffirmed its ban on U.S. police departments from using generative AI for facial recognition through Azure OpenAI service, the company's fully managed enterprise-focused wrapper around OpenAI's tech. Now, this is huge. Basically, what they're saying is that police departments, as well in all of U.S. across all countries and states, are banned from using the OpenAI Azure service, their like cloud hosting service, from doing facial recognitions. What seems to be happening is that OpenAI has been getting maybe requests from police departments to have real time access to their APIs to be able to recognize people in real time. So let's say you're at a stop, you get pulled over for a ticket or whatever. Before they even ask for your license and registration, they would have a body cam, and this body cam would presumably be able to see your face and detect who you are without even giving your license and registration. Let's say if there's any type of cameras, let's say like it's like a Ring doorbell, or let's say like it's like some type of traffic light, be able to just identify you at a glance using these AIs. As well as like any type of interaction. Let's say you're not even pulled over. Let's just say as you walk by a cop or you see a cop, they see you, they see your face, boom, they have your identity without even asking for your license or registration, without even asking your name or anything. Using this AI, they will already know who you are. It says language added Wednesday to OpenAI terms and service for Azure OpenAI service more clearly prohibits integration with Azure OpenAI service from being used by or for police departments for facial recognition in the U.S., including interrogations with OpenAI's current and possible future image analyzing tool. Basically, they're just prohibiting them from using this generative AI to be able to recognize people. And like it was already wording in there, but it's adding it strongly, more strongly now for current and future uses so that they can use it. A separate new bullet point covers any law enforcement globally and explicitly bars the use of real-time facial recognition technology on mobile cameras like body cameras and dash cams to attempt to identify a person in uncontrolled in the wild environments. So I think they're doing this just to protect like maybe not the criminals, but from the everyday people that it may come upon. Imagine like a police is being patrolling the city, going through the city. They're meeting and talking to a lot of people. This prevents them from just being able to just identify anybody, and find out their record. Because if you think about it, this can maybe be used to profile people. Because like as you're sitting there, you may be walking past. Imagine like a cop. You walk past a cop and like maybe you have like a criminal record, or maybe you're not like the most upstanding citizen, and a cop just passes by you and it's like, oh, what is this person doing here? And let me just go see what they're doing. Like, maybe not arrest them, but maybe just try to poke around and see what's going on because of a person's history, instead of you just being like a random stranger to this person and them treating you like a normal human being. Your past pops up, and a cop who has a lot of authority and force can now just kind of know who you are, but you don't know nothing about the cop. You don't know who the cop is or anything, but they know about you. They maybe even know you by name, and maybe can use persuasive tactics to use this information to maybe get you to say something or put you in an uncomfortable situation. That's like the worst situation. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of cops that use it for good, but this is still concerning. They say that the changes in police come a week after Axion, a maker of tech and weapons products for military and law enforcement, announced a new product that leverages OpenAI's ChatGPT-4 generative text model to summarize audio from body cameras. And so basically, Axon has released basically when you hear this body cam, it can take in that audio and summarize it. So if it's like some type of altercation or an agreement or whatever, it can just summarize it so it won't have to, like the person won't have to look through all this information and figure out like what the heck did this happen in here. It can just have a summary, so if you're looking through files or looking through all the audio, you can find it quickly. But people were bringing up that, hey, this may be a problem because, well, what happens if it hallucinates? Meaning like the AI kind of went off the rails and then just made up some stuff to kind of fill in the blank. Like how if you had a test and you had to fill in the question but you didn't know the answer to it, so you're like, yeah, whatever, ABCD. Let's go with C. So that's basically what happened here, and people are kind of worried about that. And so the same thing could happen in facial recognition software. Like even if it's like 80%, it's like, well, what if it doesn't do all the things it needs to do? Like what if it's not 100% up to speed and like I'm mislabeled as somebody else, which could be a problem. They still can definitely help, but I think a lot of people are kind of nervous, especially people who are maybe more sensitive to like law enforcement and that type of area, especially if they're policing maybe not the most upstanding neighborhoods, like maybe like a lower income, maybe a higher crime. It could definitely like, bring up an issue there.